too soon, as is so often my way. But there you go, never mind I suppose. Doesn't make that much difference. It was just the tail end of that intro. Anyway, let us try at least, hopefully. It's already been playing silly buggers with the connection, despite the fact that it's supposed to be immense. But there you go. It still can't quite hold that stability, I suppose. And it just seems to fluctuate all over the place. But I guess that's just one of those things. Until I get a cable, perhaps, it will forever fluctuate. But why it can go from like 100 odd to 3 is beyond me. And it feels isolated to OBS, which makes me think it might be something in there, but I don't know what. Possibly, I'm leaning towards it's something to do with sound alerts, which means I could get rid of that, but still, it is still slightly concerning as to why every time this is a unfortunate scenario where it just cannot handle anything. That's quite nice. Glitterfond. That we've seen before and it's beautiful. That we've seen before, it's beautiful. That we've seen before, it's beautiful. That's, yeah, I mean, it lives up to cute, I suppose. OMG. On the bridge, lovely. Lovely jubbly. We'll do a 5 count, so 5, 4. I do like that one. I don't know whether I want to add it to favourites or like it. I think if I like it, I might have access to it. We'll have to, I suppose I could do both, couldn't I, just to see. But I might put it in a picture frame, as I believe I can do so. I can put either my images or someone else's images in a picture frame. A little quick cheeky bonus, there's a little pillow park. And then let's get straight down to a business. Yes, we want the business. What is your business? My business is this. But let's see what my business is. So we need one more type of crop. Now the problem is, I don't think I've got another type of crop. Unless that type of crop does end up being bamboo. In which case maybe I would have that sort of crop. So there was 15 crops, wasn't there? Let's double check the farms for precise numbers of what we've got over here. Because that might allow me to sort of at least isolate and figure out what it is I'm missing, maybe. Always slightly difficult to know. Just going to double check these settings. Mostly because of paranoia. But there you go. Yeah, full screen, frame rate, da 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 da. Seems alright. Although, is there more you can do there? Surely there's more you can do there. Oh, there we go. Over to the side. And yeah, no, that's the same usual settings. Good. Just it seemed a little bit. Literally just stuttered on me there. I was just saying it may be stuttering. And it decided to stutter. I'm just testing this. It's fine. So these were tomatoes, which is 1. Wheat, which is 2. Cabbages, which is 3. And then here we have chili pepper for 4, yes. Then in here we have leeks, which is 5. So useless. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. And this one, sugarcane, in at number 4, 6. I knew that. In at number 6. Rice in at number 7. This one's an empty field, so we don't know what's in there. This one's an empty field, so we don't have anything in there. This one is buckwheat, so that's our 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Strawberries at 9. Coffee beans at 10. Potatoes at 11. We don't know what this is. It's also not... I don't know whether it's growing or not, or just growing slowly. It might just be growing slowly, but that... Arguably, that might be our final seed. Because then butter beans at whatever the number I said, I don't know. Then that one's pumpkins, and then this one... Oh, we don't know what the... Oh, is that a... Oops, not what I'd intended. Bloody tools, sometimes bloody tools. So that's a heatroot seed. These aren't heatroot seeds as well, are they? No. Okay. No, that's aubergines. Excellent. Right, so let's pop them back in where they're supposed to be, but it's just one of those ones where it's like, I need to know what you are. Okay, so this appears to be lettuces, is correct? Oh no, this is melons. Melons! Which means melons can be grown exclusively in this field. Excellent. We've made a degree of progress there. So this one, yeah, as I say, I think they're just still growing. In fairness, they're just still growing. So we just got to let them go about their business of growth. And now we'll check in, because there's a lot of eggs. Oh, that is a lot of eggs, sir. That is a lot of eggs. Right, I think my best bet, it will get me out of there. Quick sticks. I'm going to pop back to that island I think we only partially explored last week. Or was it the week before? I can't remember now. No, I think it was last week. Feels longer. It's weird. The Defiled Isle, I believe, was the one. We might as well wander around, see what mischief we can encounter. See what bits and bobs we can do. I don't think I'd gotten all of the bits and pieces. So I will have to have a look and see. Talking of looking and seeing, I've ended up with messages that I didn't pay attention to. I should very much pay attention to. I'm just responding to messages to apologise, but you know, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. Oops. Oh, there we go, it worked. There we go. I've now dealt with some messages, so for some reason I've still got my Sea of Thieves map open. I was looking earlier on, I was looking for snake and pigs, and the Sea of Thieves map guided me nicely to a place that had snakes and pigs, and I was happily mooching around, and somehow my boat sunk, and I legitimately am unsure how. I can only assume I missed a hole, because I did get shot by a cannon, but I looked down below and I was like, nah, there's no hole here. And then a fair amount of time later, without any obvious sign of anything having attacked me, my boat just sunk. So I was like, oh excellent. It's time to put it away now. Because it's like, I can't be bothered to go and fetch the boat to try and then get back to where I was in order to sort everything out. So it was just like, nah, you're alright. You're alright, son. You're alright. Right, what's quite useful here is, if memory serves, I need... I need to check that for starters. Which grass? Which grass? This grass. This grass? Which grass? Okay, so can't really sort of take that as a seed, and that's... Oh, shit, I was supposed to be checking that thing as well. Balls. Excellent, there we go. A bogwort plant. Once again, I can't really get the bogwort seeds, and I can't exactly carry it back to... I'm fairly certain. I'm just trying something. No, as far as I can tell, there is no way of getting that and then putting it in your inventory. Is that not a check? Is that not a checkable? No, maybe I've already checked it once, in fairness. Check the tattered standard. And then possibly these dark flowers over here. Yeah, these wooden bits definitely don't seem to be a checkable. The tall dark flower? No, never mind. Anyway, there is a slight plan. What I will need is my bottomless pot, which is unfortunate because it means I will be sacrificing the idea of having clean water in the pot, but, you know, I will also end up with, hopefully, I think it theoretically is going to be poisoning me? Not 100% sure that's going to work out that way, but never mind. I mean, it definitely doesn't appear to be poisoning me. Fuck me indeed, Mr. Albion. Fuck me indeed. Welcome, welcome, sir. We are wandering around a little swampy area where we are planning on grabbing some of this sort of, whatever it's called, poisonous peat. I'm not entirely sure it's what I'm actually going to need, but you know, it's worthwhile grabbing it just in case. I'll grab several blocks because for anybody who doesn't remember, I do technically need to build a swamp back at base camp. Now, precisely where I'm going to build a swamp, because it's kind of one of those things where you don't really want the swamp near the house. You kind of just want the swamp somewhere else. You want to throw that swamp away and then not think about where that swamp is. Oh, now I'm poisoned. I can wander through the poisonous sort of waters, not giving a tiny, tiny shit. But this tiny snail creature hops along and goes, "Ah, I want to poison you," which I can't seem to attack it. I'm assuming there's a, yeah. Oh, but there is. Interestingly. Oh, no. Okay. I can do this. There we go. Oh, shit, that's orichalcum. Okay. I probably sort of want to try and find that, so... now we can see it. That's going to make life a little bit easier. Hey. Hopefully, with a bit of luck, we can grab that. Anyway, how are you, Mr. Albion Craft? How are you doing? Have you done any crafts lately? I know you were ploughing through the old Hero Quest? I want to say Hero Quest, but I'm suddenly doubting that's the title of the game, but I'm fairly certain it is. I know you were working through Hero Quest. Have you done much more into your Hero Questing? You'd finished off, I believe, the last time I recall being aware of it, which may or may not be the last time you posted or what have you. But I believe you were just doing a Pongsetia. No, you weren't doing a Pongsetia. It's just amusing that the name is Pongsetia because it's a smelly swamp flower. Can I... Oh, yes, I can. Okay, well, that might come in handy as well. Might be able to use that in order to build more swampage. Get out of my swamp. Is this another one of those little things? Yes, that is more orichalcum, which is something I probably want. I'm going to let the seal of Orichalcos take you, you dirty little snail. Just now generally looking for bits and pieces. 155 tiles. I probably will want more than that, truth be told. But it's a little bit tiresome constantly going dig, 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 dig. But there you go. Oh, bang. Anyway, the last time I saw your figures, it was the triple threat of Skelly Boys and the sort of Aqua Lads. I'm assuming, were they like Sahagins? Sahagins are often sort of water-based creatures. I only know that from Final Fantasy, truth be told. But they do tend to, you know, its name is Final Fantasy. It shares a commonality with other fantasies. But yeah, I don't know whether that would be what they call them or not. Very uninspired at the moment. Oh dear, that's not good. But I understand the feeling, 100%. You've joined the club of uninspired people, where just nah. I think Blue Boosh was the first to fall into the uninspired camp. And then I think Mr. Can't Sleep fell into the uninspired camp. Although he's dragged himself out a little bit now. His little... he's been very inspired by his little... and yes, I am currently now deliberately pausing and hovering over the word little. But he's been inspired by his Thor tips. He's been very sort of much enjoying his Thor tips. And I'm in a semi-permanent state of whatever. So you've joined the elite club of whatever. Which, trust me, it's not a good club to be in. You want to try and exit that club as soon as possible. But I must admit, your little, if they are Sir Huggins, for now, until you correct me, I'm going to call them Sir Huggins. They were very good. Truth be told, they were very, very good. Especially the added bits and bobs. And I'm sure you possibly need more than bits and bobs. But I believe you said they were little sort of fish tank accessories or something. And they went very well with what you were trying to accomplish on those fellas. And I don't know, as I say, I don't know, I can't remember if you specified. I think you said they were fish accessories, and you also put in a little bit of paint on them. But they looked absolutely magnificent. They really had a lovely sort of shine and a lovely style to them. There we go. I've dragged myself on. Right, so let's have a try and think. Are you sure it's not these rocks? I mean, evidently it's not, but looked like it were. Oh no, they're leaves. Oh, so they're going to be some kind of like ashen vine or something. Ah, there they are. There's a lower section. They're called abominations. A little bit of paint. Yeah, no, as I say, I mean, they looked absolutely magnificent. Oil, excellent. Oh, I think the big orangey goo thing is like a monster base camp. It's like a monster cocoon or something, so I need to be on the lookout for that. Flowers. Oh, there's a king slime over there. In fact, I think that's a king metal slime. Oh. I'm not going to invest as much as I invested last time. So, we'll wander over to the king slime and see how... Oh, I suppose, in fairness, he is king of the metal slimes. Is this one of those cheeky little ones where... Whoops. If I can get the hammer. Because otherwise this definitely isn't worth the time investment. Because if there's no way... But then this is feeling very slime-based. Yeah, no, both of them are just... Although, having said that, he's not got the chunkiest of health bars. But it is going to take a prolonged period of time. Because, obviously, I have to keep chasing the little shit. And I don't know whether I'm just getting the one, or whether it's just high defense. Or high evasion, perhaps, it's considered. No, I think it is. I think it's semi-random. And that's interesting. I want to go in that graveyard, I think. But at this exact point in time, I'm now slightly intent on killing this king slime. So everything else will... Ah, cool, Grace. I don't know if that's going to do anything more than one. No. But I suppose at least it did one. That's something. Not a lot, but it's something. And yes, there's my red. God damn it. All zeros that time, and I got clipped. I was hoping I could get out of the way in time, but still. Ow! Whoa, okay, he's got fire as well. I was not expecting that. Oh, God. This is why you don't fight metal slimes in regular Dragon Quest, because they're a pain in the arse. And in fairness, you do need to try and go after metal slimes, because they are very much one of those ones. I've been wanting to make a point-and-click game in AGS. I just lack knowledge of creating the artwork. Whew! That is something. It's the adventure game system, I think, isn't it? I've looked. It's the same I mean, it makes a degree of sense if I'm correct in this, but it's the same system utilised for the Space Questy games, isn't it? It's an old school method of creating that sort of thing. But yeah, that's a... Oof. If you do get anywhere with that, I'd love to play test that, because that's incredible. What most Sierra games were made in, yeah. That is a task and a half. I'll tell you an interesting twist you could try. Now, I make no guarantees it would look good, and I make no guarantees it would work. But if you try and remember Mortal Kombat, the original Mortal Kombat, that was sort of photo. I mean, it ended up being sort of compressed and pixelated, but I think fundamentally that was like photos of real people doing the moves, but then dragged down into like frames. So if you wanted a really unique art style, you could possibly go with some kind of miniature. Now, I don't know, it might not go with the storyline, but if you took photos of miniatures, I don't know how the animation system in AGS would work, but you might be able to sort of... It potentially end up being a very simplistic sort of bouncy thing, a little bit like the way Obi-Wan Kenobi is animated on this, on the whole, you know, when he says hello there, on my stream. Obviously not when he says it in the original. But, yeah, you could possibly try and do something like that. So paint up miniatures. I mean, I suppose the only problem there is you've got the copyright issues, but then if you're not trying to sell it as a product, you know, don't worry too much about it. But obviously if you are trying to use it as a sort of sell, if you're trying to sell it, then obviously using other people's miniatures would be problematic, which would not solve the problem, because you'd have to create your own miniatures, which would not be solving an issue there. But still, it's one of those ones where it could work as an oddity. I was considered doing the video game Doom on stream at some point, and if I did an intro for the video game Doom, I was going to try and paint up my Doom sort of play pieces from the Doom board game in order to use those as a sort of intro graphic. So it's always an interesting one. Spiked armor 75 reflects 50% of damage back to the enemies. Let me just deal with this skelly boy and probably half a dozen other creatures that have decided to follow me here. Oh God, will you please? Right, okay, let's just... Right, what is my current armor? 61. Nullifies that. That's why I wasn't taking poison damage from the poisonous bog. Good to know. Reduces fire and ice damage. Okay, that's not so bad. I didn't really mean to pick... Oh no, right, I'm trying to place it. Also, somehow I've ended up with potato sprouts. Apparently the enemy... Oh! Metal King Slime's crown. Very nearly left that behind. That would not have been a sensible plan of action. I also need more food. Balls, I don't need that. There's some great Doom Guy SDLs out there. Oh, absolutely, I imagine there's a bajillion. But technically I wouldn't need any Doom Guys, because I would have... Well, partially because I would have done the plan was to always make it look like classic Doom, just with the miniatures as the enemies. And the other side of it is you do get Doom Guys in... You get multiple sort of Doom Marines in there. What was I was looking for food. Is that cooked? No, that's just general. Okay. I did cook some manky meat. Superior steak, I suppose. That'll have to suffice. A black coffee. Farmer's frappe. Can't remember how you build a farmer's frappe, but I suppose technically it doesn't necessarily matter that I don't remember. Oh, that is awful. I mean, good for health, but bad for hunger. Who knew sweets were bad for your health? I suppose if we can actually look here. Yeah, fullness. These are all very poor. Although I suppose arguably, actually, I've just realised that's a percent. Is that a flat value? No, that's 5%, so... Yeah, they are all percentages. They're just shit percentages. Excellent. I suppose we'll have to just go with lots of sweets and drinks. Oh, also, I've just realised, the percentage, it doesn't technically matter whether it's a percentage or not. It is still just a number, because it's... I mean, obviously, all percentages are numbers. I sort of know what I mean, but... I was thinking I'd have to calculate, like, what's 5% of my maximum hunger meter. But the maximum hunger meter is 100%, so there's no calculation needed. It's just exactly that. The Royal Tomb. Entry is strictly forbidden. Nope. Don't care. But I do care about you, because I don't know... Oh, you're a singer! Yoo-hoo! The name's Hannah, and I'm a singer. I do a bit of dancing on the side, too. My mind's made up. I'm going to join you on your travels. You're okay with that, yes? Yes, I'm fine with that. You've made me so happy. Hannah, she is a singer, and she comes to live on the Isle of Awakening. Yes. Do I really want anything within this tomb? My thoughts are no. Also, I don't think... Oh, no, I can. I don't think... I'm not convinced I'm making any progress there. But one of the main things I was going to do was just to see if there is any, like, secrets in the builderdom. Oh, I mean, there is a skull there. It's something, I suppose. Not a lot, but it's something. And I'm not going to sort of dig out every single... Oh, God. Alright, I'm going to dig out more elements than I'd intended to, because I couldn't find the... I couldn't stop in time. Right, so we needed that red sand. I think it's red sand. It might be like volcanic something or other. We'll find out in a minute. Bloodstone. So actually a little bit creepier than I realised. Have I ever had redstone? Bloodstone before? No, I don't think I do. So we'll grab a load of bloodstone just in case we want it later. You never know. Okay, so there's a mineral I'm missing as well. There's flowers. I did see the flowers, annoyingly. Precisely where I saw those flowers, I don't know, but it means they're around somewhere. And that's good, I suppose. It's good. If I've seen them once, hopefully I'll see them again. Right, with a bit of luck, that's enough bloodstone for now. Oh, we got... Yeah, no, we did do mushrooms. Which explains a lot, I suppose. Slay this little fella here, just in case he becomes a friend. I do have to be slightly ready if he becomes a friend, of course, because I don't know where my munchies are. There they are. We can see them. And that is disgusting. The she slime spawn. She spawns, sea spawns on the she slime floor. I'm sort of slightly tempted to let it try and spawn a she slime, because I think I can get a she slime on my team. But for now, we'll just try and kill this man who's actually running away. Which seems oddly cruel to suddenly just go, "Wait, mate, you're running away. Kill it." Killing it slowly with it. Oh, thank you, Maroff. Well done. Killing it very swiftly with Maroff. Now, is it going to be worthwhile, I wonder, trying to use my little... a tutor? It's even worse. I'd have been better off just hovering on the phrase tutor. But anyway, I'll tell you what, one thing I will just have a look at is... it gives me splats of oil. Interesting. But yeah, we're looking for an ore, and technically, if I use my little tutor, it might track the ore for me, which will solve some problems. I do still need the flower, though. Not that flower, if you were wondering. It's a group of small flowers, which I thought I'd seen, but I'm beginning to doubt the fact that I'd seen it. I have to just wander around and hope for the best. I've become poisoned. I didn't enjoy that, but let's kill some enemies. That always makes me feel better. Ah, the Drackies are dropping potatoes. Oh no, we're not. We're just not. Just absolutely under no circumstances Are we going anywhere near... we're going anywhere near that guy this time. It's just too much of an hussy. What do we fancy doing, I suppose? Oh, ash. Interesting. I mean, ash will suffice, because it's not going to help me out anywhere else. I might as well use it. I can find nothing really up here, I don't think. As I say, mainly I'm trying to find these flowers. Because then, as I say, I'm thinking mid-tutor. But I suppose maybe. If the tutor works, then I might as well do the tooting first. How many train stops until you get to tooting? Okay, so it's sort of an angle there. Oh, I think that's it. Excellent. What is that? Magnetite. Well, I don't know what magnetite is, but I'll have a couple of blocks. You never know when you're going to want magnetite. You want your magnets tight.
Master of magnet.
There we go. I didn't know that was going to be quite as useful as it has there. I'm after my magnetite because I am.
Master of magnet.
Exactly. You know it. You know it, baby. I am always the...
Master of magnet.
Obviously. Everybody knows I'm the...
Master of magnet.
It's like pure coincidence. I just found it, thought it was funny, and went, fuck it, I'll have that on there. And lo and behold, I find a substance called magnetite, making me the...
Master of magnet.
Perfect. Do 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 do. And I've probably got enough magnetite. I mean, as specified, I am now officially the...
Master of magnet.
Which allows me to not care too much when it comes to anything else. Picking up any more magnets, but still. I think I'm exclusively missing this flower. Yeah, and then I get an infinite supply of bones, which just... Why? I'm sure there must be recipes that use bones, perhaps, but just I don't... Off the top of my head, I don't know of any recipe that's going to use bones as readily as you would need an infinite supply for. Like the oil, that's quite useful. Because the oil is used in a lot, if not every lantern. Most light sources are meant to be sort of flames and therefore burn oil. So you use the oil in that. But bones... I just don't think I've got that many recipes that use bones. Unless, of course, I unlock a recipe that uses bones. That would be quite useful, perhaps. Oh, there's a little island over there. Let's have a quick butchers at the map. Yeah, if there's a little island over there, there may be a lot more to this area than I first assessed. So let's have a swim. Yeah, swimming is a bloody nuisance. We're more doing a little hop. A hop, a skip, a jump. That's what we need to do. I'm only really killing these things just in case they give me some kind of special bonus. And by special bonus, I mean be a member of my team. I'm probably going to want to sort of hoof it around several more islands just to try and gather potential new allies. Can't remember what the tablet target requests, but I'll try and find it and have a look later. Yes, that island was a bust, unfortunately. How very tiresome. Just carry on swimming. What's that? Finding Nemo one? Keep on swimming, keep on swimming. Something like that. Is it keep on or carry on swimming? Or there's definitely a quote in there somewhere. I just don't know what that quote is. No. Doesn't feel like something that would be up high. But it equally doesn't feel like necessarily something that's on the beach. Most of these are just sort of general detritus. who is a terrible man. He does not take things lying down, does old General Detritus. He will ruin your day. Quite pleased I'm getting more cotton. That's good. 210 of those. That's not bad. I think that just turns into wood, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. These will turn into wood as well. That's fine. So we are back to where we sort of started, which is not so good. What is this? That's just earth. Okay, so I think that earth will turn into that sort of swampy top if potentially left near a swamp. So if I can get myself some more swampy, but I don't know what that shiny is over there. Is this an area I've been to? I mean, certainly here I'm sort of skirting along new areas of map. Oh, I see. This is actually, no, this is... Unless something else dramatic happened here, this must be where I was digging previously. Which I might as well reap some more of that digging. Suggesting 235 tiles. Well, you know what, truth be told, I'm not convinced 40. I'm not convinced that's going to be enough tiles to build an entire swamp. So I guess the poison water's probably going to help a fair amount. Because because in fact you can see. So I guess if I just focus on the idea of using the poisonous peat as a sort of a surrounding element, like it is there, I think I can then try and focus on making big pools of swamp water, and that should count for my swamp. Again, I have no guarantees sometimes on these, because it's a little bit difficult to assess. I'm definitely going to have to go for a full force, have a look in the kitchen, see if anybody's built me anything. Well, I don't know if there is an actual chef occupation in this game, or whether it's more a case of you'd have to just hope for the best that someone's in the kitchen. We have seen in the past that they can't seem to access that kitchen I've built in the old green growers zone. They struggled to use the toilet, so I had to demolish that. And they were struggling to get up the stairs and figure that out. They insisted on going up the long way and the awkward way, which makes my life annoying, because they're not going to be using that kitchen, which I suppose I could, because I think that big kitchen that I've got is a very fanciful kitchen, whereas what I suspect I could do is perhaps try and make a rustic kitchen down below, a little bit closer to the fields as well. I don't necessarily think they'd be inclined to store the food themselves in the fields, but they would at some point, I think, be inclined to try and fill in the idea. Okay, so this way seems like a reasonable way to fill out some more map. Although we want to avoid the big fella. Let's hope he's not sat right on my fucking flower, because if he is, I'm going to be slightly annoyed. But no, unfortunately, you got to assume this flower will spawn, but for whatever reason it's not wanting to at the moment. I suppose we have got a fair chunk of island. I think where you hit the blue sea, that is not island you can explore. But if I head straight ahead of myself and possibly use more ash to climb this place, we might be able to spot a flower, although I don't know how far the draw distance is going to be. No! Oh good, I didn't. We thought I'd screwed it up. I hadn't quite screwed it up. No, it's all sort of just bloodstone, 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 bloodstone here today. Whoops, whoopsie doodles, whoops, whoopsie doodles, whoops, whoops, whoopsie doodles. I don't think, no, we're looking for a slightly browner plant. As I say, it's definitely not that plant over there, because that's a poinsettia. And we have already claimed the Pong setters. So I don't know. Maybe I'm going to have to just pop out and pop back in again. As I say, I feel like all elements should technically spawn every time you enter an island. As much as they are randomly generated, they should still exist. But they're not feeling like they exist on this island, because I do feel like I've been everywhere. I do have one, maybe two final theories as to what may be happening. I will need my... Whoops, no, not that. The bottomless pot, please. I'm going to just try and whisk away a whole load of this poisonous swamp water. See if clearing this will help find a flower. Truth be told, I feel like this is a good old-fashioned dose of desperation. One of those ones where it's like, oh man, it might help. It's not going to, but it might. It gives me something to do while I try and figure out a better plan. Which, unfortunately, I'm not seeing a better plan. It feels like the flower wouldn't be under the swamp water. I keep saying that to try and convince myself it's definitely not under the swamp water, and then I keep thinking it might be under the fucking swamp water. You know that, don't you, son? You know that. It might be under the swamp water. I don't really want to have to test every single swamp for every single piece of water. I'm no longer as convinced that it's a reasonable thing to suggest it's under the swamp water. So the only other thought, it definitely doesn't look like an underwater flower, to be honest. But technically it could be out in the sort of the ocean depths. But I think what we might do is just maybe put... I suppose maybe it's in the centre there. I suppose I should... Due diligence, we'll try and track the entirety of this island. But you'd think it would be in amongst these bushes, owing to the fact that it's a flower. Or in amongst these bushes, again, owing to the fact that it's a flower. And yes, unfortunately, I'm absolutely starving again, which is, I fear, going to be a constant and unending problem. A superior smoothie. A superior smoothie. A smoothie. I need more good, big, meaty dishes. Unfortunately, I don't have big, meaty dishes at the moment. I only have smoothies. And clearly, the Japanese creators of this game are telling you that smoothies are not good enough. You need a big, hearty meal of fuck tons of meat. So if I carry on heading in this direction, maybe... Just maybe I will find my one and only flower, and I can do plenty of things with my infinite corpses. If only I can find my flower. Pretty not as convinced now, fairly convinced, not seaweed. Those ones where it was, I was very unconvinced, then I saw the colour, the colour of it, and it was like, okay, maybe I've dismissed this a little earlier. I'm just going to check the landing point, because it feels like this might be the only place where flowers would grow. Because it's the only place, oh, that's, okay, I technically wanted the boat, but oh, never mind. But yeah, there's that. Well, no, because there's earth. Yeah, no, there's actually technically there's earth all over the place. It's just covered in that sort of purple stuff. I will just double check if there's a plant here. There's not. Diddly. That's diddly. Whoops! I've just got on the boat. I forgot to ask the man to take me back. Take me back to the paradise city where the grass is green and the girls is pretty. And take me home to the shore. Take me down to the hill and her and hand up buddy. I better her but a boo. Mm-hmm. Whoa. That's pretty cool, but weird. Cool, but weird. Don't quite understand what's happening with the slime's face there. I'm assuming it's meant to be some kind of door, but it's just very strange. Inspired by Fallout. I quite like the weird sort of open pipe area. I'm assuming that's meant to be perhaps one of the Steel Legion's... I think it's Steel Legion, I might be wrong. Sort of airships over there, perhaps. Yeah, it's quite a fascinating one, just weird. Ah, excellent. Recruit residents with different jobs. We did get a little bit further along that one. Hannah heads for the Cerulean Steppe. I'm on the road to Cerulean... Oh, I actually completed the tablet target. Excellent. I thought it just updated that I'd done it a little bit more. Ho, 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 another cracking job filled in. We should look at that. It's Mini Meadow. Can't remember the last time I actually handed in these mini medals. One more tablet target, I'll make that bottomless pit pot even better. Well, I mean, if I do actually manage to make my swamp, that's distinctly possible. I'm going to get that bottomless pit today. And up we go into the wild blue yonder. Up we go. Oh, seriously. Whoops. Seriously. Is it? No, no. Seriously. There we go. It takes a moment. Oh! Whoa! I'm sorry. Hello. That's interesting. I didn't know this was here. Get off. Get off. This is the original ship we started on. Or is it? No, it might be even bigger than the original ship we started on. Huh. Who knew there was a giant pirate ship here? Oh, I suppose this was supposed to be the invading ship when we defended the shores? Question mark? I'm loosely assuming that's the case, but I might be mistaken. I just don't remember ever seeing it before, which is, I suppose, just you in a nutshell. Giant pirate ship off the sort of side of your island? I don't remember seeing it. Oh, apparently I've raised the total fanciness. Not entirely sure how. I literally didn't do anything. But I'll take the win on it. I will take the win. Anything in the pot? No, there's nothing in the pot. That's fine. I've got nothing in my pot. It's just pure pot. I've got nothing in my pot. I've just got pure pot. I haven't laced it with, nor cut it with anything. I have just got pure pot. I've got my pure pot and I don't know what to do. I'm gonna fly up here so we can have a quiet poo. You definitely would have a quiet poo up there, wouldn't you? Nobody would disturb you there. Just have another wander around the island, see if we find any other majestic oddities. I should probably, at some point... So I'm back at the old castle here, which is quite nice. So I'm slightly tempted. Well, I do have a slight tunnel through there, but I think it's kind of where I put it last time, I think, but you don't have a huge array of areas that you can... Well, actually, that's a lie. You have an enormous fucking area to work in. It's just one of those ones where I want like a good place for this swamp. I don't know where that would be. I don't necessarily want it next door to anything particularly pertinent and interesting that I've got. Certainly I don't think it belongs in the desert zone. And I don't really think it belongs in the beach area. So I must admit there was that sort of large gap. Not quite. Maybe here. Maybe here. Possibly live with putting it there. Actually, no, maybe here. Maybe here. If we shred... Possibly even here. At some point I might make a decision. Oh! Oh! What's this? What's this? What's this? What's this? What's this? Whoops. This is a little area I have not seen. I mean, it's not important, but I've not seen it. There's a dog-eared book entitled A New Dawn. Vernon takes a closer look. Seems to be a long, handwritten memoir. Do you want to read it? I'm not sure if I want to read the long version, but still. At long last have I found what I have long been searching for, the deserted island upon which my dreams may take shape. However, on my journey here I learned a terrible truth about this world. Such is the weight this revelation carries, I can scarce find the courage to commit it to paper. Since the moment I awoke in this world I had an inkling that all was not as it seemed, but the notion only truly began to take hold in Middenhall. When the truth finally dawned, my zest for life seemed to fade, and this decrepit vessel I call my body stood face to face with death. I landed here a vibrant youth, but when I gaze into the mirror now, all that greets me is the wizened old countenance. To add to my woes, it would appear that the children of Hargon have discovered this island too. Whether it is they who will mete out my demise, or if nature shall be the one to receive that honour, I cannot predict. All I can say for certain is that death stalks me like a shadow. The memoir ends here. Can I read those notes as well? Nope, that is just a New Dawn again. Unless, I'm assuming the book is New Dawn, yeah. So no, I don't think the notes have anything important to them. But it's quite interesting the fact that that little shack is here. I don't necessarily know if it changes my plan, because I could just... Ow! Fucking ants! Could just sort of flood that area with swamp water, perhaps. No, do you know... Whoops! I didn't fire missiles. How dare you suggest I fired missiles? I must admit, probably easier to park up. Oh, no. Ah, there we go. No. So much no. It's not... It's one of those vehicles that technically, weirdly, it's like it functions like you would expect most vehicles to function. Because basically it's right trigger to accelerate, left trigger to, that way around. Left trigger to brake. And it's like, and it still just makes my brain go, no, that can't be right, surely. That's not how it functions, right? But it is. It's very much how it functions. Right, we can probably get away with using our transformer trowel. Which means we're probably going to need a lot more of this stuff than I even remotely gave credit for, but still. So we'll just try and sort of tackle some of the banks here. Oh, there you go. I have officially already, technically, assuming that is the icon that is swamp. I may discover that this is not the icon that is swamp, and I'll have to do a swamp elsewhere, but for now, I suppose we will just... Although, weirdly, yeah, it's done that one icon over at the back there, but none of these others are registering. So it must be like a specific volume of tiles in a specific area is what you need in order to... Oh, I need to bloody pop back. And... Does that do anything for swamp water? Yes, I think it is. Whey! Oh, make lots of poisonous swamps. Okay, that's enough swamp. Wasn't expecting that to be enough swamp, but there you go. Another cracking job, Veldin. Look at that, it's Mini Meadow. Come and see me with those in a minute, mate. Would you believe that you've completed 45 tablet targets, son? In recognition of your mind-boggling building abilities, I shall be upgrading your bottomless pot immediately. Oh, okay. I mean, scoop up lots and lots of liquids. Technically, I could do that before, but I'm assuming maybe now I can scoop it all. Now you can scoop up all sorts of liquids, from putrid gloop to scorching, scalding stuff. You can scoop it all. And as an added bonus, you can now choose between normal mode and shallow mode when you tip liquid out. Ho ho ho, there are still tablet targets. Just 15 more tablet targets to tick off the list. And I'll give you a lovely set of build binoculars. Can't remember what build binoculars do, but still. Lock, stock and bottomless pot. And you can now use your bottomless pot to make shallows. Just press and hold A to hold the tool menu. Select your pot and you can change between the two types. So I suppose the key thing is I can now pick up lava, which I suppose is nice enough. Whoops, not what I had intended. Oh, well. Well, so, really, I don't... Oh, bloody starvation again. A savoury, whatever this is, a savoury smoothie. Get it down, you son, get it down, you. Really going to have to sort out the food situation. The food situation is quite dire. So I really don't have anything that's substantial enough to actually be worthwhile. We'll have a pop of that. And then what we'll try and do, perhaps, is if we... just, I don't know, if we just try and isolate the area after all. So we'll take back some of this in order to use it as a sort of blockade. And then I might try the shallow approach, see what happens, but it doesn't really make that much difference. Now I've officially registered a swamp. I could try and make like Shrek's swamp or something, but it's been so long since I've watched those films. I can't remember what Shrek's swamp particularly looked like. It would also be an indulgence beyond belief, and therefore probably not hugely worthwhile. We'll try and make it seem a little bit sort of staggered, but not too... yeah, I can get behind the idea of going up a second level here. And what I want to do is not that. That's distinctly not what I wanted to do. That's fine. It's always fine. Always look on the fine side of life. Doo-doot, 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 doo-doot. Always look on the fine side of print. Doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Just at the moment, if you were wondering, I'm just trying to make it look just a little bit uneven, so that it looks like it's kind of a natural formation, despite the obvious fact that I've very much formed it. But, you know, I'm sure it's not too much of a bother. Just pop a couple more in there. No, we'll pop that there. Excellent. And now let's try and use shallow mode. And that way we can make this area just that little bit shallower. Nice. I can now do 2 levels of water. Well, it's proving slightly awkward getting the mesh together. Excellent, I did. Also, technically there's no reason for it to end up shallower there, but oh well, never mind. I'm making use of my new tools. Can't make it perfect. I just can make it slightly sort of like, oh look, I've got a tool. I've got a tool. I think you'll find you are the ultimate tool in this place. Probably. There we go. A lovely sticky swamp indeed. And once again, I think... no, it's not Green Gardens I want to go to. It's the mountaintop. For I have mini medals. And I have a man who wants mini medals. So let us give this man his mini medals. Tickled your fancy. It's good to know we share a common interest, you see. I'm rather an avid collector of mini medals. I'll even swap them for my treasures. Oh, yes, I will. Unless I'm mistaken, there's the unmistakable whiff of mini medals. I've only got 4 since the last time. I've bought him a total of 69. Nice. Make that 70 and I'll teach you the recipe for Moonbrook frocks. Wouldn't that be nice? I genuinely thought I had a lot more of these things than I clearly did. Right, what do we want? Let's go to Moonbrook and see. I did suggest the idea of making a kitchen, which could help me out. First thing we will do, though, is just have a look at these tablet targets and see what else is on them. New tablet targets have materialised. So, yeah, lots of different rooms will be perfect. Build rooms your residents like. That's going to be interesting. Also, the fact that... yeah, I mean, I'll try and do it. It doesn't have a number, weirdly enough. Which seems odd. Make lots of snowfields, so we need some more snowfields. Okay. Befriend lots of different monsters. That's kind of hopefully going to happen. Plant every kind of flower. That may... I mean, hopefully that'll happen, but could prove troublesome. Make lots of different food. Well, that... I suppose if I get another kitchen, I can possibly start trying to do that. Recruit... Oh, interesting. Oh, I see. Oh, it must have been find more residents rather than recruit residents for different jobs. Oh well. Make lots of different tile types, so we need to figure out differing tile types. We probably need a volcano world at some point. That would certainly count. The rest of them, I'm not sure. With a river, an oasis, and even a snowfield, your island has no short supply of stunning scenery, but there's always room for improvement. Work together with your allies and conjure up a wider variety of landscapes for everyone to admire. Well, we did have those... Was it... I think it was desert, wasn't it? Yeah. So we've already got desert tiles, so that's not going to make any real difference to our totals. Need to just have another review. So different rooms, that should be fine. Snowfield. Snowfield, that's the one we could probably do with trying to focus on. We do have lollipops. So really... I mean, yeah, again, I never made it the most useful and productive of methods because I very much sort of just shoved them anywhere, which led to gaps, but never mind. Go with a bit of luck, that'll do some stuff there. We can hopefully pop that there and that gets everything, excellent, and now I've run out of lollipops. I don't know if that's going to be enough to just tackle that tablet target over, up and over, but we can probably... I don't know. I wonder if ice and snow are technically going to be... Oh! I don't need the ice lollies after all. We did it. Tablet target completed. I suppose in fairness it was only like 2 blocks I think it was asking for. Another challenge complete. Cracking job filled in. It's a mini medal. Yes it is. I've acquired a mini medal. 14 more and build binoculars are yours. You lovely boy. You lucky man. You're going to get yourself some build binoculars. But yeah, as I say, I suppose there is a sort of lake here. And I did have some ice on me, didn't I? Yes, precisely how I could get more ice is troublesome. But swap out some of this up here for ice. That's not... that's not ice. Very much is not ice, no. I'll just sort of... Oh, that's the end of my ice. Okay, well... It's not quite enough ice to really define is ice a separate terrain versus snow. Because actually it's still... Yeah, it's still registering as stone, which means I need a substantial amount more. Oh well. We'll not worry too much about it for now. Let's go and sort out this kitchen situation. And possibly try and make a glorious grand staircase here so I don't have to keep jumping up the dirt. Also, checking on the crops. Those 2 mystery crops that I never quite finished off. Have they finally grown? No, that one still seems to be... Is this one of those plants that's going to need sort of extra fuss and attention? Like it needs something more. So I suppose let's just pop that heatroot seed there. That's not the one I wanted. And see if I can discover... Is there any secret information? Plant in pristine water. Okay. Okay. So... Right. Well, I've only got poison water at the moment. Tell you what, I'm going to nip that in. No, see, that's just standard water. So where do I get pristine water from? Also, if I do need pristine water, I'm going to end up having to... I suspect loosely that this might... Oh, wrong button again. Plant in tilled earth with a planting pole. Okay. That we can solve now. Well, theoretically we can solve that now. The pristine water situation, not quite so much. But the plant pole, we can absolutely solve that. I don't know whether it's going to be worthwhile sort of having a cheeky little search for where pristine water is on this game. Because I don't, off the top of my head, know where I would get pristine water, and that's slightly awkward. Do I happen to have growing poles on me? That would be truly aces. I've got 25 planting poles, but 51 seeds, so let's go and get ourselves a, well, I suppose 26 planting poles. I'm not entirely sure where they're going to be kept, so we'll have to scroll through the lot. At some point I might learn where every single item is on this game, but for now that's not happening. 20... oh no, that's 100 odd. Alright, so 20 odds are going to be awkward, so we'll just... 10 will do. I've got an infinite supply of both pieces that make up them, so I don't have to care too much. So we could have a planter. Goddamn rat. Goddamn dirty rat. I could try and make some kind of sluice situation. I don't know whether that would be considered a room or not. Distinctly plausible, but I'm not 100% convinced of it. Are the scarecrows all facing in this direction? Excellent now. So, I just wanted to double check before I start this. And we'll try and make all these planting poles. But I should have checked the seeds, in fairness. I should have checked the seeds before I actually planted them. I forgot the fact that they gave you the clue as to what their planting prerequisites were. I suppose in fairness I could just fill this entire field with planting poles. I don't have enough seeds to cover the entire field, but if I ever do get more seeds, they'll be ready for planting poles. Oh good, that's going to work. Just drift through the oceans there. And now let's get these planted again. And hopefully that means we'll get them... fuck off. We'll get them fuck off. Yes, we'll get them fuck off. Maybe at some point we'll get these for coffee. That's what I was going to say. I was never going to swear at the game. Under no circumstances have I ever sworn at a game. That's distinctly not true. I think I may have sworn at every game I have ever owned. Duh. Apparently my brain didn't think of the word. Having a D. Hey, nice. I wasn't convinced I'd get away with going on top of the scarecrow. So I am quite pleasantly surprised that it actually worked. But in fairness, it would have been a sort of dead zone if I hadn't managed to. But in fairness, I know I'm doing a weird pattern. It's fine. A weird and unnecessary pattern. That's the way. I like it. What are you?
1 whole year.
Oh, hello. Very much. For 1 whole year. Very much. Fire. This field we have to solve the problems. But welcome and thank you. I'm trying to find my potatoes. I'm sorry. Are you standard buckwheat? Because you seem to have gone yellow flowers. Do you mind, sir? I don't... Did I fill the entire field with buckwheat? I'm assuming I did. Potatoes. Find them in your fields today. I don't know how. This is not going to be... no, that's rice. That's a paddy field. Are you? No, you're not potatoes, are you? No, you're the new unidentified one. This... What? No, what? Oh, no, I think that's right. No, I don't think that is right. Coffee? Is this coffee beans? I suppose it is coffee beans now, but is it supposed to be coffee beans? Oh, I don't think it is. Oh, no, it is supposed to be coffee beans. Oh, good. Right, that's fine. carry on coffee beans. Potatoes! Boil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em in your poo. In fairness, actually, I suppose that is how you sort of... In the loosest sort of interpretation, that is how you grow potatoes. Ideally, I don't think you stick them in your own poo. But I believe you, in The Martian, he very much did. He boiled them, he mashed them, he stuck them in his own poo. Mostly, I think, out of a sort of desperate need to grow them. It's one of those ones where, optimally, he wouldn't have done that. But, needs must. Like my need for food here. Because this is getting so problematic. The need for food in this game is proving very troublesome. I should have developed a kitchen far earlier than I have. And in fact, as loosely suspected, there is no sodding food in my kitchen. Because there's nobody to actually make food in my kitchen. So get rid of all of those. Oh, I should have put the poinsettia in my swamp, shouldn't I? Let's get that poinsettia out to remind me that I want to put it in the swamp. It's fine. I don't have enough lava bricks for anything substantial like that. Read the book but never seen the film. I quite liked the film. And that is the end of my TED Talk. No, it's not. Yeah, I did. I really thought it was quite true. Personally, I don't know for certain, but personally, I thought it was quite true to the book. There were some things that they missed out, and I feel like, maybe, just maybe. What am I doing? I got distracted. You have the blue age around the rest of the all of the words. I'm looking up recipes in Dragon Quest Builders 2 because I'm going to struggle to find them by myself, and it will take so long to just kind of experiment to the point of tedium, I think. So let's just have a look, see if I can. But I had a feeling by recipes you didn't mean food recipes. Items. I suppose food items are there, and yes, cooked food items are here. So I don't know what that is, but still. Okay, so. That's not helpful, guy. That's not actually helpful. Oh no, maybe. No. Oh no, I think that might. Fuck's sake, will you? Oh, what is? Did you? Okay, why? Is the phone stuck or is the page just stuck? I think it's a fucking advert. Why are you? Sometimes I have the urge to kill things. There we go. Okay. It just doesn't want to go up enough. It's fine, I suppose. Right, so do we have a grilled greens? Yes, I do. Do I have great grilled greens? As far as I can tell, actually, no. Interestingly enough. Scrumptious salad. A schnitzel. Drinks. So yeah, there's a huge gap of things there. But anyway, I can't. Oh, I can probably do great grilled greens. I just feel like I'm not convinced that's one that I've never done before. But fine, we'll try it. I suppose we'll try it. I believe this is a two doodah thing, isn't it? So let's try and find. So, cabbage is definitely a vegetable, isn't it? Without doubt. Leek's a vegetable? Leek's a vegetable, isn't it? Place that. Son of a whore! Apparently one of those two is perhaps not a vegetable. Don't know if this guide is going to work. Oh God, why are you not scrolling? I'm going to be driven slightly insane by the fact that a lot of these fucking pages, like, this is one of those ones where this is the only place where I have this issue. Like, no, it's only these stupid guides that seem to just stop scrolling properly. It's like, I will murder your fucking face. I will try and murder your face, and I will get away with said murder because it will be entirely justifiable homicide. Right, let's try and see if this one... Fuck off with your privacy settings. Just let me look at the fucking information that I fucking want. Right. Okay. So, buttered toast. Don't think I've had buttered toast. I don't think I've got any butter. I have no butter. Oil and a potato. I should have oil and a potato. I can't immediately see my oil, but I do have oil. So, we place the oil. We place the potato and the oil. And we should get some chips. But we've never seen that before, so that is at least new. Right, so... corn on the cob. Do we have any corn? Do we have the children of the corn? I don't think we've got children of the corn. Also, that might be the missing thing that we need elsewhere. Boiled butter beans. I feel like we must surely have done boiled butter beans, but I'll try it. Nope, we may not have done boiled butter beans. No, I think we've done saucy spaghetti. Cheesy risotto. Does this one cover free things? Yes, it does. Okay, so we do have access to free recipes. So I do have a leek. I do have... Go away, Malroth. I need me pot. There we go. Water. And wheat. Which we've got wheat. So theoretically, again, there we go. Excellent. That makes a dish. Marvellous. So here we go. Right, let's put the butter beans away and collect our French fries. Eat the French fries immediately. Collect our boiled butter beans. Eat them immediately. And then let's try and find some more recipes. This isn't necessarily the greatest of ways of doing things, but still. This is unfortunately the way we're going to do them. There you go. So, what do we want here? Mushrooms, which are those bad boys. Frogstool, which are those bad boys. And a glumgus. Cool. Unfortunately, we'll have to wait for the triple cooker to finish off, but that's at least something. So, yeah. We've done a scrumptious salad. Grilled greens we've done. Buttered toast we can't do because we haven't got butter. Cactus cutlet I'm fairly certain I've done in the past. Jacket potato, yes. Fries, yes. Corn, no. Boiled butter beans, yes. Saucy spaghetti I think we've had in the past. Cheesy risottos. Porridge is what we're trying to build. Fried egg we've done. Tagliatelle we've done. Fun goulash we've just set up. A seafood salad I'm pretty certain we've had. That one would need triple slot again, so we'll leave that. Burger I think we've done. Cheeseburger, but we don't have any cheese. Fish stick would be, yeah, fish, that's fine. Stir fry, soldiers, stew, schnitzel we found. Slimy steak is fine. Chopped gooey, I believe we had that. Gorgas board, we've had that in the past as well. A fruity tart. Hello, I'm a fruity tart. Grilled plumberries, sponge cake. Don't remember putting those three in a recipe, but I feel like we have. I don't think we've got any milk, do we? No. We're going to need to start milking the cows, perhaps. I'm unsure how I do that. It may be obvious, but then again, it may not be. Grain and sugarcane. Now, by grain, I mean, is buckwheat considered a grain? And sugarcane? I don't know. A hearty cream cake. I feel like that I definitely haven't done. Sugarcane and grain again, so I suppose we'll give those a go. Anyway, we'll try buckwheat and... Oh, I mean, it seems to cook, so it's potentially going to be something. What? Nobody knows. But it might be something indeed. I think wheat is a grain as well, so I could use wheat. Pumpkin pie, I'm fairly certain we've done. Oh, here we go. So, hot milk. Milk on a bonfire. Okay. Use a pot on a cow. Okay, I can probably do that. Use your pot on a cow. That's what we need to do in a moment. We have now got porridge. Excellent. And we have also got... Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah, gingerbread. Because they're made of slimes. They're not actually made of slimes, I don't think, but they look like slimes, so they're gingerbread, not gingerbread. Sounds disgusting, admittedly, but, you know, there you go. Another challenge complete. Cracking job, Veldin. Look at that. It's a mini medal. I acquired a mini medal. 13 more, and I'll give you build binoculars. Toodle pip for now. Anyway, welcome, Mr. Chester Phoenix. I definitely did not forget the name there. I promise. Ooh, okay. I think I've... No. No. Yeah. Ooh. I can get... right, so first things first, we'll pop that, and that in there to cook that. And then we've dealt with those. So what we want to do is get my butter beans back out. Because that's what we always want to do. We always want to get our butter beans out. And now, theoretically, we can get some butter bean butter. Which is nice. And that will probably count. Oh, yes, indeed. I've definitely done bread in the past, surely, right? I can just cook. Oh. Okay, maybe I have not done bread in the past. Well, what happens if I do that? Is that a recipe I recognise? Oh, no, that's not a recipe I recognise. Okay. No, I don't want that. Wait, did I do sugar? Can't remember if I've done those or not, but... Oh yeah, those are the gingerbread cookies, which, in fairness, I will eat now. But how are you, Mr. Chester Phoenix? Are you well? Are your doings doing what you expect them to do? Or are your doings doing quite badly? I'm hoping your doings are doing quite well. But yes, we'll try and get some milk. Pretty good. That's good enough. But thank you as well for the subscription. If I didn't specifically say thank you, I think I did, but just in case. Thank you. Thank you very much. So that could be considered a flower, maybe? Difficult to know, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and that's being semi-generous. So I don't know where the rest of our flowers are going to end up being. But for now, let's just focus on cooking. Okay, so that's interesting. What is that then? Oh, it's just a better bread. Oh, I see. So buckwheat is a better grain. Okay. My fungoulash. Let's eat my fungoulash. There we go. I'll leave my bread for now, perhaps. But what I do want to do is cook in those three. Take those gingerbread cookies. Take that superior pasty. Or superior a fine fruit pie. Fine it is. So what happens if butter beans... Oh, butter bean... Have we done this one? We must have done this one, right? Yes, we have done a version of that at least. Yes, the slimes will sit on a fire and basically milk themselves, I suppose you would call it. Which is concerning and alarming, but it is nonetheless true that they will just sort of milk themselves of oil for you. Which is quite good. Yes, it's quite useful. Righty-tighty, lefty-nighty. Ra-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. So we still haven't got any milk, which we might solve in a moment or two. We do, however, now have a hearty cream cake. So what we want to do is find ourselves... Do we actually have any left? Because I think I actually dispensed of all my pots in the pot room, didn't I? So I'm actually going to have to buy a special milking pot. Which I suppose, arguably, I imagine, considering the fact that we have been using pots to piss in, the cow would probably appreciate having a special milking pot. Assuming I do still have a cow, of course. If I don't have a cow, man, that's going to be concerning to me. But hopefully, I do, in fact, have a cow man. Although I don't necessarily think we want a cow man. Or a man cow. Whichever way round you prefer. Do you prefer your superheroes more cow than man? Or more man than cow? But what we definitely do need is a pot that I can't seem to spot. Can you spot? Can you spot the pot? It's got to be around here somewhere, 'cause you know that's where they are. There we go. So, I've technically already got a pot. I'm not convinced I do. No, they must be in storage. It's fine. Are you up to anything interesting, Mr. Chester Phoenix? I, of course, as is so often my way of late, am doing the old glorious Train Quest Builders 2, as you have been witness to for a fairly prolonged period, I suspect. Oh no! I wonder if my cow died. Of all the things to have my cow die, I don't want to milk that cow. Gosh darn it! Suppose maybe let's try. Oh no, I can't really get up to the. Well, I probably could find a way. Maybe find a way up to the buggy. Difficult to know for certain. Yeah, I suppose build a little bonus staircase there, and then at that point it's going to be relatively easy to just hop over to the buggy. And now whee! And off to the kitchen we go! Okay, they have still not actually finished, so I guess leave that then, maybe. I did want to build a second kitchen, didn't I? What location do I feel like the second kitchen would benefit being in? The only reason I want to build a second kitchen is because they're too thick to use the first kitchen. But anyway, I suppose arguably I was actually on the lookout for cows, wasn't I? Get an aerial perspective and see if I can find any cows. Come down a little bit lower to scout for cows, which is one of those weird things I never thought I'd say. And I don't know why. I don't think that's the game failing on me, but it does seem a little bit choppy, drifting around in the buggy. I think it's just the way I was slow turning, making it slightly awkward for the animation, perhaps. So there's my sheep. But yeah, I don't think I've got any more cows. Lost a cow. Well, I suppose at this point what we'll have to try and do... Whoa! I will try and... Oh, I can potentially... Whoops, no, don't land. Right, two things. Two things I might be able to do, although one of those I'm going to have to remember where I put it. Don't worry, mate, I was never going to run you over, it's fine. Get off. Am I not allowed to get off here? If I'm not allowed to get off in front of the dirty old man builder, I don't know what else I should be allowed to do. Right, anyway, that should be up to 70 now. Whiff of mini meadows. You've got 2 mini meadows. Moonbrook frocks. That's thing stand. You bought me a total of 71. Make that 74 and I'll give you a mystery mask. Wouldn't that be nice? I've learned how to build Moonbrook frocks. Tell you what, that does lead me to a slightly different thought track. Whoopsie doodles. No, don't. Oh, why have I somehow broken the stairs? Lift off. There we go. Right. Survived not having stairs there, I suppose. But yeah, one thing, let's have a look. So, I can't deny it's fairly busy over here, isn't it? It's fairly busy. So I'm thinking maybe do this in the pyramid, perhaps. Ooh. Is that an actual thing? That looks like an actual cave. I don't know whether it's just a coincidentally. God, I still just can't quite get the hang of... Because it no matter what form it's in, it's like a car. And I find it amazingly difficult to use the buggy. Don't know why. It should be relatively simple, but there's just something about the control scheme that just doesn't quite sit in my brain properly. I'm unclear as to why, but there you go. So, one of the crucial questions is, do I want to try and do this sort of outside or inside? I feel like inside the pyramid is the correct answer, but it does require having to sort of run into the pyramid every time. But then again, technically, I'm not supposed to be running inside the pyramid every time. I'm supposed to be using the little train system in order to quickly go around the pyramid, and then you get to the next stop, the haberdashery. There we go. An odd Peggle roguelike. I'm assuming that was meant to be roguelike, not... You didn't mean rouge-like. Because otherwise that suggests you're sort of putting on a load of makeup, which is fine. If you want to put on makeup, I'm not going to stop you. But I get the impression that's not the game you're intending. We need to build our way out of this predicament. And now let's fill in the gaps. And what I'm going to try and do here is... I'm going to have to look it up again to find it, perhaps, but... And I haven't said that. We technically did build one before, so let's have a look at this and see if we can find one. A shared bathroom, excellent. Oh yes, we built one of those last week. That's lovely. And yeah, I suppose arguably anything that's greyed out is something we haven't built. Anything that's white, bottled white, I suppose, I'm fairly certain that's stuff we have built. So yeah, I do plan on building that agricultural kitchen again. Castle kitchen. Yeah, interesting. But no, I think I'll go with the agricultural kitchen first. Castle cafeteria, interesting. Gory grill house, yeah, could be worthwhile. Fitted kitchen, that's the one we've got up in the cafe. Private bedrooms, rough and tumbles, royal well-stocked bar, clogged bog, the smithy. Okay, so that's not technically got a sort of forge in it, so I'm wondering if what we could do. Let's mark it with... We're probably going to still want to use the gold, so let's grab my gold out. I don't really need butter beans or any of my foodstuffs out now. What did I just put away by accident? I don't know. Oh well. Never mind, I suppose. Meant roguelike. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that could probably work. And then how far back here we want to go is another question. They're going to be fairly slender rooms. But then, I mean, a tiny room is not necessarily going to be a terrible notion, I don't think. A couple of tiny rooms just to serve this purpose. And then we can possibly build something out here. I suppose actually, yeah, I think maybe that makes for a better liner, because then what I could do is have a gap here in the middle. Granted, there's not a gap there, but go round, I suppose. I don't know. I suppose I could go out to the back of here. No, I think this is going to be a sufficient size. I think we'll stick with where they are now. Stick these where the sun don't shine. No, don't do that. We may want some windows, but we'll deal with that situation in the not too distant future. We're definitely going to want doors, so we'll leave a gap for the doors at least. I'm fairly confident I'm going to have the doors. So what sort of, I mean, remind me of Peggle. Peggle's one of the... Oh, hello. Unexpected. Oh, grow lots of kinds of crops. That must have been it just knocked over into me putting those sticks in. But yeah, Peggle, that's that one where you throw the sort of... You throw the orb at the bunch at the top and then they explode? Or am I thinking of something else entirely? Difficult to know for certain. Yes, excellent. So how do they make that a roguelite? I suppose arguably you go through it, and if you fail, you have to go through it again. That's the definition of roguelite, really, but still. Is it like a sort of single player, or is it like a challenge one? Are you sort of challenging... Are you actually challenging Nicker and trying to get further ahead each time? 12 more tablet targets, and I get build-noculars. I still don't actually know what build-noculars are, but I'm ignoring that fact until, you know, I sort it out. Now, I feel like I do want a connecting door between the two, because they're going to be fairly similar concepts. Sir, please do be careful. You are a big stompy man, and I've got quite delicate areas. Don't we all, sir? Don't we all? Okay, then. Well, I suppose I've got that path. Plus, technically, I don't. I suppose might be worth having a back door. Yeah, do you know what? We'll have a couple of back doors here as well, just for ease of access. Sometimes it's worthwhile just popping the old back door in. A lot worse than I intended it to. So we've used those wood sliding for the rest of these. So we'll try and use them here as well. Go wood sliding there as well. Wood sliding there. I do wonder if on the back doors... I don't think I can dye these wood sliding ones, can I? No. So what I might do is go get... Oh, I tell you, let's go back to the buggy. Although I've just fucked that up, so that's fine. I really need to finish that floor. It's beginning to slightly annoy me that floor is not finished. Oh well. You've got a character at the top of the screen that you choose a route for, similar to STS, and each turn you throw a rock, and the amount of points you rack up is the damage you deal that turn. Oh, yes, I see. That is the standard way they sort of kind of RPGify, I suppose. That's not really a word, but it is now. That's how they sort of RPG those sort of puzzle ones, isn't it? Bloody cock bags. Cockwombles are here. And the cockwombles are here to stay. Double cockwombles. Right, here we go. I just wanted to stop off at the swamp. Because what you missed, Mr. Chester Phoenix, is I built a swamp. And now what I want to do is just put my pong setter down by the... That's considered a flower. I mean, of course it is. I mean, it's a fucking flower. What did you fucking expect, you fucking idiot? But I genuinely didn't expect that to be a flower. I realise, very stupid notion. Of course it's a flower. I don't know if brambles are going to be classified as flowers, but we definitely need to test that now. Also, black coral might be. Seagrass, plausible. But any other that are actual distinct flowers rather than sort of underwater stuff. But yeah, we'll stick a couple of brambles in here. Not convinced that's going to be classified as a plant now, but yeah, fuck it. We've got brambles. Brambles are in now. Oversized shrubbery. That feels like it belongs in the green grass zone. Also, yeah, we want to land on our crops, I suppose. We want to go slightly further. That's it. God damn. I keep thinking B is the get out of it button. B is not the get out of it button. Right, there we go. We've planted a couple of them, and although this isn't really a cave system, so it doesn't really work, but it is technically planting them, so hopefully that's sort of what I wanted. Anyway, let's investigate my crops, because I believe it is these ones over here. So I want to just pop. Oh no, they're potatoes, you fucking idiot. Well, I suppose fine, I've got potatoes now. It's these ones I wanted to investigate. Oh, no, maybe not then. Oh, no, there they are, at the back here. The first ones I planted. I now have a stash of aubergines. Excellent. We are still missing a couple of plants, it would seem. Yeah, we're missing 2. Which I'm assuming we must have corn. There must be corn available somewhere. Where I find corn, I do not know, but nonetheless, one of them must be corn, and one of them is going to be this plant that I need to figure out how to deal with. So that's fine. I just finished a run of the demo. As someone who's not played any Peggle, it was pretty neat, but not really my thing. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those ones where if the description I gave fit, and it is sort of, do I mean corn, or corn? I mean the last one of those. CORN. We want corn. We need this place to become a little more corny. Right. Oh, I've already lost focus on what I was doing. I was trying to build a door. We might as well go over. Whoops! Whoops! I'm crashing. It's fine. Everything's good. It's glorious. Not a problem. I just want to go over here. Why is that? Is that a torch? Oh, it's a man. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Do you need a hand? I mean, unless you're willing to hop on the buggy, there is bugger all I can do about this, son. So, you know, I'm gonna be off. You know, enjoy that, mate. Enjoy that. I really should try and maybe put some designated buggy parking in or something, so that I'm not just running it all over the place. Not that it makes any real difference. It's just it would be nice thematically. It would be nice to not just be running it all over the place. Anyway, right. Simple doors. They can be dyed. Oh, the sliding glass doors can be dyed as well. Interesting. Let's try those. See what they're going to look like dyed. I mean, arguably they're going to look like anything else dyed, but you know. Not necessarily the point. Fucking ghosts. And I'm afraid, unlike last week when I offered it out to people, well, I have fucking multiple of those as well, haven't I? Yeah, that might be quite nice. I want these in yellow because I want it to look like it goes with the gold. Shall we take the buggy? Yeah, why not? I mean, it's one of those odd ones where I don't necessarily think it's quicker than fast travelling, because the load is almost instantaneous on fast travel. I must admit, I've never really sort of truly assessed like the load times of this game, but they are quite impressive. I mean, I don't like feel like I'm sort of stood there going, "Oh, come on." I feel like it's just like load and done. Excellent. So I don't. 210. They don't feel like they've sold. Doesn't feel like they've sold, which is weird. I wonder if it's going to be worthwhile removing these. So we'll be putting something else in there, perhaps, just in case. Because I mean. Oh, I can't hold any more items. Wait. I think if I can. Oh, I said because I didn't. Yeah, I needed to adjust the menu. It's fine. And we'll probably try and put them in a training room, but yeah, at the moment I just don't. I think I had this problem before. Just this issue with what you can put in the shop versus what. You can't, you know. Oh, I can't physically stow that. Okay. Can't physically stow that. Can't stow that. Is that because these are specifically? No. Oh no, maybe. What are you? An equipment display stand. Okay. Let's get rid of the equipment display stand. See if that makes any difference. And then theoretically, these are item display stands, which means now it will work, question mark? I mean, it is registering as a large shop. I just need it to be shop-keeped, which kind of means I need you to do something. But I don't know if she's going to be willing to do anything for me. But I must admit, those glass doors, when dyed, they really do make a substantial difference. They are quite beautiful. Anyway, small room. Excellent, that's what we wanted. Pop the gear away, and now let's figure out... Let's put some light sources in first. It's usually the easiest way. Golden braziers is probably not unreasonable, but this is meant to be slightly rustic. So we'll use that, and maybe some barrels. Do we have some barrels available? Barrels? We do have some barrels. Excellent. So what I'm thinking is if I barrel it and do that, and then we'll make them sort of... Whoops, it is. We'll make them sort of symmetrical, or mirrored rather than symmetrical. Make them mirrored. So that's fine. What I might do is pop a little barrel next to that as well, and pop a little barrel next to that, and then maybe do we have some crates? So I'll just pop a crate in there as well. Pop a crate in there. Pop a crate in the side there as well. Make it look like it's being used a little bit. There you go. It's not unnecessary, but yeah. Right, so the crucial thing we do need is a furnace, which in fairness we could use the big fancy sort of... This is technically a furnace. Well, that is a lot bigger than I'd anticipated. Oh, good lord, yeah, no, that is a lot bigger than I'd anticipated. Okay. Maybe it would be better just to use the little basic furnace then. Well, having said that, that's substantial as well. Well, yes. Now have a slight problem. I think I kind of roughly know the solution I'm going to end up going for, but we shall see. So basically I want to just cut that in and then pop the door there. Difficult to know, but as I say, I do sort of want to... I do slightly want to keep them mirrored, so we'll do the same process here. Put the door there. So the door's now on the edge. Now, I must admit, visually I'm not keen on that door being on the edge there, but it is going to be the best method to sort that out. So at this point, that forge versus that forge is exactly the same thing. So I don't think that's going to be a huge issue. Who said that? Oh no, that is, yeah, you put it in that sort of open container. So that's fine. So maybe, for the sake of this, I'm wondering, do we have any pipe left? Or did I have to give up all my pipe? I may have given up all my pipe. Oh, I can't deny, air vent might look quite good here. It's going to kick up a fuss for the fanciness levels, but rather it's going to kick up a fuss because I've broken everything. Outside of that, it's fine. Right, so that's back and operational again. Pop those two away. That the pipe might be a pipe dream. No, I don't think the pipe's going to be a pipe dream, because I think I've got enough resources to just build a single pipe. I suppose I might build a couple of pipes just in case, but having said that, do I have the ability to just build pipes off of this main desk? Part of me not 100% convinced I do, but let's have a look. No, I think I do need the specialist desk. Oh no, that was pipe, wasn't it? There you go. I'll build 10 of each just to see if I can build something interesting. Well, I don't think I'd necessarily need... maybe. 10 of each, see what we can build. Stick to that theory, it's a better theory than any of the others. The T-junction, though, I definitely don't think I'm going to need. But let's just have a quick look in the Builderpedia to make sure I'm getting all the stuff I need in there. Smithy, that's what we're after. Okay, so I need a hanging bag, a pot. I do technically have a pot on me, so we'll use that. But I don't know if I've got a hanging bag available. So I might need to build one of them, which is not a huge problem, just it's one of those things where I need to, you know, actively do it. I do need a community chest as well, which I was going to say. I was fairly certain I had one available. I shouldn't need those doors anymore. Hanging sack? No, I don't think I've got hanging sacks available anymore, so let's try and find a place without ants. That's the place that I want to be. Apparently I do have 6 leather sacks. Now, am I blind? Distinctly possible. Let's sort the items, because then we might be able to get them to appear roughly in an order that suggests where I'd see sacks. There is... Ah, there's one. I was going to say, there is always the possibility that I'm not necessarily seeing sacks because I don't have sacks on me. I have sacks in a chest. But it turns out I did in fact have sacks. I had sacks on a beach. Right, so let's put that chest there. That seems like an acceptable place. I'll tell you what, let's get rid of that barrel. Yeah, let's get rid of that barrel. And put the pot next to there. And then we'll pop the sack above the pot in case the pot leaks. And that's slightly alarming. So I'm pretty certain that's all of the things it asked for. Which makes me... Oh, that's ugly. Okay, that's ugly. That's not quite what I was hoping for. Okay. Maybe I'll use the other forge anyway then, because I am just wondering if maybe it kicked up a fuss owing to the fact that it wasn't the right sort of forge. No, it might be kicking up a fuss because it's not a room? Question mark? Huh. I mean, I'm pretty certain you're a room. I wonder if that vent spot's interfering. Let's have a look in here. Yeah. Okay. I mean, alright, maybe we don't have a vent? Yeah. Oh. Interesting. Could have sworn vents counted as wall pieces. Oh well. I suppose the more you know. Small smithy. There we go. That's what I wanted. Now, what was the floor situation in here? I think the floor's, well, industrial there, carpeted there, so a little bit all over the place. Herringbone over there. I think I was doing herringbone over there, and herringbone there. So it's herringbone in the shops, industrial for that sort of bedroom there. I mean, this is a forge, so I'm thinking maybe stick with that industrial sort of metallic block. Although, having said that, sooty silver... I don't have metallic block. Oh no, I do have metallic blocks. Concrete, I suppose, could work. Let's take them both out and see, because I feel like concrete's going to be a little bit bland, and therefore not really what I want. But we'll see. I think it's a little bit too bland. I think the metal makes for a better appearance. Oh, I have to. Right. Well, bollocks. As long as I don't move, I can change that without issue. I'll have to smash that. Then, no. Oh, God. When I'm building, I should really just say goodbye to Maroff. And goodbye to, like, every fucking... God damn it! I exited the entire room and I still ended up stroking a cat instead of getting the tool I wanted out. Right, let's deal with that. Now... I suppose pop the pipes away, get the forge back out, which actually means I could probably get away with using the other forge, but never mind. We'll use that forge, it's fine. It's good enough. Oh yes. Right, so that should... No! I don't want to run out of blocks. Why, cruel world? Why must you be this way? I just didn't like that barrel being that box being there. I wanted to change it. Right, what we'll do is we'll go over to here. and we'll have a sort of a guesstimate of what might be needed for my other thing. So one crucial thing is going to be the hammer and anvil. Then obviously I do still need that floor, so let's try and make sure I've got that floor available. That's actually not infinite at the moment, but still 250 should suffice. Since I only did about 10 blocks, 250 is probably a little bit overkill, but never mind. I do have chain. I might put some chain in there. Since I've got chain. If you have chain, you will use chain. See, the 100% certain game that that's not classified as wall. Yeah, fixtures. So much like you would with windows, vents should classify as being a room. How bizarre that it wasn't. I mean, I suppose... Doth it really matter? No, it doth not. But it's still slightly irksome all the same. Still got some sacks left, so that's fine. Must be being a smithy. I was going to grab those swords. Well, I do already have some swords. What are these? Oh, just rigid rope. Okay, that's fine. Alright, I think maybe we've got enough. Although I'm probably going to have to look up precisely what you need in a smithy. But as long as well, I suppose this is a blacksmith rather than a smithy. So we've technically already got the smithy. What we're after next is a blacksmith shop. Or not really a shop, just an area where we can blacksmith. As mentioned, I wouldn't say no to some chain, so do we have chain available? Chain, where list thou chain? I do not know. You said I had some chain. I'm not seeing chain. I definitely cannot see chain in this inventory. No. Oh, ornamental swords would look quite nice on the walls. And then, yeah, as I say, I did sort of fancy the idea of having an actual sword stand. So, yeah, just... I don't think you're necessarily supposed to put them on the floor, but, you know. There we go, just to prove his worth as a smithy. Do we have those spears? Yeah, we've got spears, so... I don't suppose that'll fit, will it? No, okay. Oh, God, Transformer Trowel. You doth get in the way. And now, let's see what else we want to do. Here, indeed. Oh, yeah, I was going to put a leather sack, because I was wondering whether a leather sack was going to prove to be important. Right, okay. This is another one where we're going to have to look it up. Because I've done my best to figure out how to build a sort of blacksmith. But, there you go. Right. Deposit that, and now we'll get rid of that. And now we want to look up the rooms. Rooms. DQB2. Hopefully we can find a lovely little thing. Room recipes that will actually scroll this time, of course. That would be very nice. It would be very nice if you could find a scroll. You've got to roll a crit on 2 dice, though. That's an MCP reference for people, and you might not understand it, which is fine. So they're bedrooms. We're not interested in bedrooms. The page hasn't loaded. That's kitchens, private bedrooms, bars. Let's have a look at your version of this bars, see if it lines up. Yeah, it does. So I still don't know why my bar didn't work, but never mind. Toilets, workshops. Okay, that might be what we're after. Smithy. Okay. Metal Workers Workshop. That'll do it, wouldn't it? So an anvil, a chest and a weapons sign. Okay. I'd have probably not thought of the weapons sign. Although, in fairness, actually, I did sort of think, I wonder if one of the signs is appropriate for this building. And I thought, nah. Turns out, definitely is. So, is it this one? Hella's Hammer? No, I think it's Armor's. No, maybe not. Weapons sign. Is there another obvious... Well, I suppose let's grab that. I mean, it's technically classified as an Armor's sign. Sells weapons. And then we'll try and grab Hella's one as well. I haven't grabbed either one at the moment, which is inconvenient. Oh, I need... Oh, you fuck off. Please fuck off so very hard. I need you to fuck off. Fuck off harder than you've ever fucked off before. If you can achieve this, then I will be most happy. I will be Prince Happy. I was going to grab some of that chain. I mean, it's going to end up being like chain to nowhere, but still. Yes, no, clearly my chain is not in my inventory, otherwise it wouldn't have happily slotted into the old end slot there. Right, now let's get this building done. I'm sort of thinking it is going to be this weapon sign, but we can't say that for certain. Can I put it there? Yeah, I can. Are you going to change? Small Armourer's Workshop. Excellent. That's what we like to see. And yeah, just a couple of pieces of big chain. No reason for that big chain, although it does allow you to sort of leap up onto the back there. It's just it does slightly sort of just finish, which is perhaps a bit awkward. I don't know whether it'd be worthwhile maybe trying to figure out a... Can I? Oh yeah, I can actually put an extra bit in there, except I've run out of chain now, so that's good. Fuck's sake. They do like to make life devilishly awkward, don't they? Oh well. I never quite have enough resources for what I'm actually after. But I suppose it's fine. It's all fine and dandy. Yeah, I mean, it'll do, won't it? It'll very much do. So, at this point, I might use the Hella's sign over here. I can't remember. Oh, I don't think I've got enough. Oh no, there you go. Just about that big hammer there. And then I had those equipment stands, which I think will work nicely in this shop. Yeah, that's tolerable enough. It's sort of there and there for now, and it'll do nicely. Interesting. I don't know why she's punching the wall. Are you selling shit? That's the key thing, dear. Are you selling shit? 595. 210? No, I think that's exactly the same numbers. But, never mind, I suppose. Price tags, we need 6, I think. I could have just taken them all out, I suppose, but... Whoops, that's not one. Can I actually just... Oh, interesting. I can just stow things on price tags. Neither of those was what I wanted to have happen. Now I'm going to need another price tag out. So, yeah, theoretically the price tags should be enough to trigger stuff, but let's just... I'm going to just try putting something on the floor. I can't stow that item, okay. I can stow some gold bricks, so maybe... Well, I can build more gold bricks. We'll put 50 there. And see if people want gold bricks from the floor. Do you want my floor bricks? I don't think putting it on the floor is going to make much difference, truth be told. I think it's perfectly fine to have them on a stand. So why they're not selling, I don't know. Might just be the wrong sort of item to try and sell, or there might be something more to it. I don't know. I think I definitely had trouble selling things last time I was playing the game as well. Anyway, I guess that's pretty much sort of... Oh, there was a reason why I wanted to build a fucking anvil. And it wasn't just to make a smithy. Oh, there we go. Something is selling. Okay, so we've got the Sword of Ruin, which I don't necessarily want. We've got the Heller's Hammer. Interesting. Don't think... Oh, we'd need more Silvery Sludge and Orichalcum. We should be able to get some more Orichalcum at some point. Leather Armour's of no real consequence. The Thanatos Shield is an interesting one. Liquid Metal, we'll need more Metal Sludge. Hero Shield, that's fine. That's fine. Don't know why that one... I suppose because it's slightly different shape, maybe? Don't know. Anyway, Spiked Armour, we need more Mithril. Oh, darn. I built that whole room in order to build a bloody what's-it. Oh, I see. There's the Ulti Mallet as well. Hefty as it is holy. But again, I need more Orichalcum. I need the Seal of Orichalcos to take me instead. And then... that's still one of the greatest moments in that series, I think. But excellent. So we've got the smithy. Do I actually have any sort of ore on me? Because I could probably put that in and have them form bars. Yeah, we'll give them a fairly substantial amount, I suppose. Not necessarily all of it, because A, it's going to take a while to drag the thing up there. Actually, yeah, if I want to give them all, it doesn't make as much difference as I made out. Is that really the only ore that I have? Wow. Wow. That is... quite shit. But apparently very much true. So hopefully someone, probably our friend, who I can't see at the moment. Oh, there he is. Sleeping on the bed there. Our friend and yours, Mr. Gingerbeard. He'll start chipping away at some of those. And yes, okay, so gold blocks. Interesting. Gold blocks are selling. Nothing else is selling, okay. That we can probably work with. But it's annoying. It's just something we can probably work with. It's acceptable enough. Which I suppose is sometimes all you can expect from life, really, isn't it? That's a fair chunk of change when it comes to eatings. Right, excellent. We've got gold ingots. Gold ingots, gold ingots, and a fucking ghost. Gold ingots, and a fucking ghost. And yes, I'm suggesting the ghost is in fact fucking. Oh yeah, bastard ant. Ants and ghosts both need to suck 1,000 dicks. Ants and ghosts. They really do need to suckle on penises all day long. Assuming they don't like suckling on penises. Otherwise it would just be a treat. Where was I going? I mean, where was I going with the song? I don't know. That's a very good question, but where was I going with these items? I was going over here. Right, okay, so, I mean, arguably, if they're selling, they'll probably be fine selling here. So what I might just do is sort of split them up across a couple of these, but evidently these are not selling, so fuck them. I will just, I'll pop them sort of here, I suppose. And we'll place like 150 here, or suffice. Is that? No, that's just... You can either go to the end, or you can go up in 1-step increments. I don't think you've got 10-step increments available. Which means I've actually made this job a lot longer. Oh well. Never mind. As long as you get there in the end, it's all very good. Right, we'll do another 150 here. I know I could just put them all in one block, but I just sort of want it looking a little bit even. I know it's pointless, but yeah. That's the way the cookie crumbles, I suppose. I didn't realise you could make shops in this. Yes! Very much so. We'll put 30 of those in there. And 30 of those in there. They are troublesome. They are troublesome. Because you need a shopkeeper, for starters. and apparently you need a very specific type of item. These gold blocks seem to have at least started selling, which is kind of one of those ones where it's fine. If it works, it works. That'll do. Which is kind of almost the subtitle of this game, it seems. If it works, it works. And when it doesn't work, it's a pain in the arse. Right, what we got? So breeding pets will take a degree of effort, and I'll have to try and do that. Change of residence clothes. So I do have an armoire, and I do have some spare clothes now. So yeah, we've managed to sell 6, but we need to do 200. Now, theoretically, if they are attracted to those gold blocks, that 200 should tick over eventually. How long that 200 is going to take is anybody's guess. But theoretically, if they are buying those gold blocks, I suppose the key thing is if they continue buying those gold blocks, then they will in fact, they've got enough in stock to actually deal with that situation. So is the reason... Okay, no, there are technically clothes in there. But yeah, we'll shove in the builder's workwear, the training togs. I'll keep the tortoise shell just in case. Although having said that, I think I can... No, I'll keep the tortoise shell just in case. Dragon armour... I think technically it's not... Yeah... No, just stick it in there. Fuck it. Farming gear, flowing dress. I must admit, I prefer to keep my hero shield on. Well... Technically it doesn't make that much difference. I could just put the hero shield away. But then again, I don't think they'll ever equip the hero shield. But we may see the nun in something else in a moment. She's been attracted to something. Okay. Battle nun. Commence. Battle nun. I wonder if we'll see anybody else. Oh, looks like he might have been attracted to something. Now, sir, you strike me as the sort of man who's going to wear a bunny suit. Yeah? Feel free. You've only got a moment or two. Feel free. What bets do you reckon he's going to put on? My bet is on the bunny suit, truth be told, but then the bunny suit was left over. Oh, no, he's gone for the armour. Tectonic plate, in fact. Don't look bad on you, son. But I am surprised at you. I am surprised at you. And now you're cleaning the floors. I suppose I can't necessarily deny him cleaning floors. Oh, my dancer's going in. Or singer, rather. Now, surely you're a bunny costume sort of person. You're a singer. But again, I don't think anybody's really attracted to the bunny costume at the moment. So I'm assuming she's going to go for another one of the armours. Yeah, she's gone training togs, I think. She's going full Dragon Ball Z. Lovely. Anybody else immediately on the vicinity? Oh, are we going to get another battle nun? I think we might be getting another battle nun. Our sort of, whatever, what was her name? Lucy? Something like that, isn't it? Fairly certain it begins with an L. We may be getting another battle nun. Either that or stripper nun. What's it going to be? It's going to be battle nun the second. Are they changing clothes again? Have you changed your mind, son? No? You're just standing in the middle of the door, not letting anybody else in. Okay. Oh! You coming in? It's fascinating watching them all change. Oh, she can just go through him. That's it, you get out of there while she gets changed. There you go. Oh, she's gone for the dress! Now see, I'm surprised. You seemed a more sort of pragmatic sort, and therefore you'd have gone for the armour. But apparently no, she went for the flowing dress. Any more? How about you, Mr. Yeti? Do you want to wear a bunny costume, maybe? I wouldn't recommend it, mate. I wouldn't recommend it. Anyway, I think we've had our fun with that. What we want to do is save it, and then put it away for tonight. We're about 20 minutes over the odds, but, you know, who's counting? Only me. And I don't really matter, so... There you go. Alarmingly true, though. Alarmingly true. But we made a few more rooms. And we managed to do a few more tablet targets. It is, I'm afraid, slow progress. So... we may still be doing bits and bobs in the old What's It for quite some time. I don't know if that's sort of one of those things that makes you go, oh god, oh for fuck's sake, or whether it makes you go, yay, I like Dragon Quest Builders 2. It's a chill time. Apart from when you start swearing at it. And then it's not as chill. But, you know. As mentioned earlier, I think I've sworn at every game I've ever owned. So it's not exactly a... it's not exactly one of those things that are truly surprising. I'll tell you what, let's have a cheeky bit of that. Hopefully that's not going to get me sort of copyright struck at all. And then a cheeky little bit of those as well. They're not specifically anything linked. But, okay, that one, let's get rid of that one, because that one's very long. And I'll tell you what, just a pair's probably enough. Anyway, I'll be back in approximately 6 minutes, and we can do some Graveyard Keeper. So see you in 6 or so minutes. Probably close to 7 if you're really keeping track.
Brothers,